Hey there, Lucy here. Good to see you guys. I am going live for the first time because, like I said in my description, I am extremely excited. Extremely excited. I finally got my first MLM horror story. I got it in my email this morning and I've read it so many times. I am so excited to read it to you. And anybody who has an MLM horror story. I know there's a lot of videos out there of people doing this, but I also know that those creators, they have like hundreds of them. They can't possibly get to them. And don't get me wrong, I have a lot of respect for Hannah Alonso and Savannah Marie. Go in and say hi, tell them I sent you. And they read horror stories too. But I'm just a small little newbie here on YouTube, and I got my first email. And I'm very excited. She asked that I not use her name, just to refer to her as Kay. So I will respect that. And I'm going to read to you. She also said in her email that she had sent this to another creator, but it hasn't been read yet. I haven't heard this before. So if you have heard this on another YouTube channel, I apologize. I haven't. This is the first email I got, but I know I'm all over the place, but I'm very excited. If you have any MLM horror story, send it to me at my email, and I'll try to remember to add it down below. It's lucylulu710@gmail.com. So this is what I'm going to do. If I'm going to get my phone to work here, I am going to read to you this email that I did have on my phone. This is the fun of going live. And while I'm doing that, I will let you know that I do prefer or would love to read emails that are directed particularly at MLMs that target people with health conditions. Like I mentioned before, there's some MLMs that come after people with dementia or any other kind of ridiculous claim that they can prevent, they can cure. Give me a break. Okay, before I lose this again, I'm going to read to you. And again, thank you, Kay, for your email. Anybody, pardon the specs, I'm going to read it here. And I will do the best. Remember, I'm not a professional. Hey, Lucy. I know these are not terrible horror stories, but I hope you do read it because I find these stories comical. If you do, please do not mention my name, and I won't. Story number 1. A couple years ago, I became delusioned with my job and put on my resume on Indeed and quickly got a response. Now, Indeed, as we probably all know, is a place where you can put your resume. Job seekers are looking for interviewees, and technically, it is against Indeed policy to have an MLM on Indeed. You can turn an MLM in for this very behavior. Anyway, okay, because of my background in finance, I'm sure the Primerica rep was frothing at the mouth when he was calling me. Now, Primerica is, I believe, an MLM that deals with like life insurance. They sell life insurance, and you do have to recruit. Let's see, we'll see. Right after confirming it was me on the phone, he continued to babble on how there were managerial positions available in this city and that city. Now, I don't know if you've ever come to my state, but the 2 cities that were mentioned were more than 4 hours away from me. What do I care if there are positions open 4 hours away from me? It was like pulling teeth to get him to name the company, which that happens. If a company is calling you for a job and it is like pulling teeth to get him to say the name of the company, That is a red flag. Okay. But he said it was Primerica. I said MLMs are not for me. He proceeded to say, Primerica is not an MLM. MLMs recruit people. Now, let me tell you something about what I do know about Primerica. They are notorious for saying they're not an MLM because they don't recruit. But what I find out is that you have to pay for a background check, and then you have to pay for your licensing, which is total probably a good $300, $400. So when you're in that deep, $400 in, and then you're told, oh, you have to recruit. Are you going to back out? You just wasted $400. So he said it's not an MLM because MLMs recruit people. What did he think he was doing now? Very good point, Kay. I let him ramble more and more. And when he stopped to take a breath, I said, again, MLMs are not for me. Then he gave me a defeated, okay, and hung up. Oh my gosh, that is funny, Kay. That is. I can just picture this guy like, yeah, I got a girl in finance and I'm going to get her. And you're knowledgeable about MLMs. Good for you. Story number 2. A few years ago, before the pandemic, and we were still working in our office, we had a new girl start in our office. I began chatting with her, and she proceeded to tell me how she owns her own small jewelry business. It was called Paparazzi. Don't get me started on paparazzi. I have had personal experiences with paparazzi. If you don't know, they sell $5 jewelry, earring, just jewelry. And it is what is called an inventory-based MLM. Much like LuLaRoe, which we all know, you have to every month buy, whether you sell any of your jewelry or not, you have to buy this $5 jewelry. You buy it at half the price. You buy it at $2.50 each. You sell it at $5 and hope you make all your money back. Next month, you start again. And you can see literal videos of these inventory-based MLMs with walls full of the god-awful, gaudy jewelry that this company sells. Anyway, I got on a tangent there. Owns her own small business on the side, and it's called Paparazzi. Acting ignorant, I said, oh, I like that name. Where did you come up with the name Paparazzi? I received a blank stare. Right, girl? If you didn't name the company, you don't own the company. You didn't come up with the name Paparazzi. You're not a small business owner. And you pretty much iterate there. And it says at the end, and I love this, as an end note, a couple of months after the Primerica event, I was surprised with a huge promotion at work, and I'm still working there and very happy. Thank you, Kay. Thank you so much. I know they aren't the worst horror stories I've ever heard, but it's my first. I love it. So that's why I was so excited. Get rid of these things. So excited. I wanted to get on here and tell you guys right away. Remember, I'm going to try to remember to put my email, but it's Lucy Lulu. So Lulu with L-O-U, Lucy Lulu 710@gmail.com. I will read it. I know this is a small channel. I don't get a lot of viewers, but I will. If I give you give me an email and it's not, it's plausible. It doesn't not like space aliens try to recruit you. Something plausible. And I would, make it real. I don't want to do any kind of misinformation on this channel. That is not what this channel is for. And remember, particularly if it is an MLM that's targeting somebody with a health condition. I hate that. Oh, I hate that. But send it to me. I'll look it over. Chances are Lucy, that Sky with Dementia, will read it. And I may not always go live, but I had to do it. I was so excited. But okay, this is Lucy and this Guy with Dementia. I'm signing off. Just want to do this quick video. Hope you enjoyed it. And everybody have a great weekend.